Morning Self, Cosmos, Ohana, Soul Dr. Nick here. It is Magic Mirror work for Wednesday, October 29th, 2025 at around 8:45 a.m. up here on the rooftop patio underneath this beautiful gazebo for my friend Francis in front of the fire. A little cold. Having slept in a little bit, recovering still from the creation of worlds, the lightness, the traveling, the ceremony, the life that I'm living. And yesterday I got a little taste again of that fear, going back into shame and blame and victim mentality, and just being able to say it out loud and notice it. Because I think a big part is the holding in of the stories. There's so many stories, it's so easy to blame others for where I'm at. And then when I say it out loud, it's a little ridiculous. And when I say it out loud, someone else gets upset. And I say it out loud because they can see the ridiculousness of it. And so it's gonna be my practice to own that, to let it go too, because it's important to let this flow of energy move to actually shift the patterns. I had a call from my dear ally who wanted to see how things are going, and I haven't replied yet, so I'm going to do that soon. Had a dream last night where I saw one person very clearly, so we'll reach out. And remembering to get out in the morning sunshine. Remembering to clear. Remembering to be kind. Had an unexpected phone call yesterday, so I'll be heading to visit a friend in the hospital today. And it's just a reminder there's so much going on in the world. And then it was a really good reminder to take my time. What am I actually prepared to do, to support, to be, rather than trying to be all things to all people all the time? To find that stability. To breathe it in, to let it go. To breathe it in, to let it go. To live, not just to not die, to live. To notice the death urge inside of myself as well, and how much it has shifted. It's really a life urge now. And I think that's a big shift, because I think that was, if I was going to attribute something to this shift in ceremonies, 4 years ago, I think a big part of it is shifting into a life urge. And now it's shifting into creation and shifting into lightness, and feeling that lightness, feeling those hummingbird wings. Okay. Just trying to see what else wants to come out of this magic mirror work, and reminding myself it's for me, but there's definitely a part of me that is scared to be too specific, because what if this gets used against me? And that's that fear of persecution that's still there too. There's still a fear of persecution. There's still a fear of the unknown. And how to be curious with that, right? How is it that we have collectively come to this point where this fear of persecution exists more and more, this fear of some authority taking something away, some authority arbitrating decisions that really were meant to be kept inside, not kept inside, were meant to be really looked at from the family and then the tribe. And I was reading the book about the slums. I'm trying to remember what it's called now. A really big, thick book, fictional. An Australian escaped jail and is in the slums in India. And there's this husband that's beating his wife, I think, and then the leader of the slums gets involved, and they have kind of a trial, but it's not a trial. It's like, this is us taking care of ourselves. Like, this is so much more fair and humane than the court system, because it is people that know them, that they didn't intervene right away, because who are they to intervene in a personal relationship until it gets to the point where it's like, hold on now, this is something you're not resolving. This is at harm, at risk. And people may disagree with this. Like, what do you mean? The first moment it happens, it's like everyone has a different capacity to be with, to judge, to think. And in our world today, even my own world, I can notice it. A few words, someone flapping their vocal cords a little bit, pushing air through, and I can get so offended. And if that's all it takes, then we're always all going to be on edge. But where is that line? Right? Where is the line of this has gone too far? Where is the level of rage and outrage that is important to have? The destruction, the Shiva, the Shakti. Where have we disconnected mind, body, soul, organ systems, forcing things upon each other? And the forcing of things isn't things that we take ourselves so we know what the potential effects are and works. It's we're trying to tell each other, no, I've done enough studies, so therefore I know how this works. I've never taken it myself. I've actually no idea. And that's part of it. It's like sometimes like, how does this work? It's like, I don't know. And I've experienced enough and experienced enough with others. Where are we heading to in this world? Where am I heading to in this world? What do I want to run towards? That was a wise sharing from a dear friend of ours. Instead of thinking, what do you want to run away from? Where do you want to run towards? Where do you want to run towards? What excites? What drives? And it's swinging the pendulum. We swung from condo to home, back into condo. There's that convenience of it for sure. We actually swung all the way into camper for a little bit. Way too far out. It may even be just a mobile home community for a bit. Right? Trailer trash. That's kind of hilarious to think about and kind of true and kind of easy. A prefabricated home, so to speak. Placed somewhere. I was just seeing the wooden structures, watching them open up, watching the material shift, watching the ceiling open up. There's so many possibilities to the building of things. It's so crazy to think. Imagine, be with, and then let it go. Notice the holding on, notice the fight, notice the resistance, notice the inside of me. The injustice, why does it have to be so hard? Why can't it just flow? And then keep my eyes on the prize. Flow. Health, wealth, family, freedom, flow, receiving. Let's breathe it in, let's let it go. Let's breathe it in, let's let it go. This is an interlude in between everything. Just be who I am, not having to try. And see what happens. All right? Ciao for now.